I know what you got to do. You got to strip them down so they start bollock naked, and then hose them with cold water, and then throw some lice powder onto their bodies, just for good measure. That's kind of what they do, isn't it, in the movies? You know, when you get a new inmate. It must be okay then for ICE to be doing exactly the same thing. Yes, immigration in the United States are now stripping down you and hosing you. I kid you not. I don't matter if you've got a green card. No. It seems to me that if you've got a green card, you are more likely to receive that treatment. And OMG. If you're German, well, it's a given. Now, I've seen several stories about this kind of behaviour at the border, aimed at people with green cards, it seems, or visas, where they're being treated like shit, have been taken to an immigration centre and kept for weeks on end. In some cases in solitary, in some cases total darkness, just with a foil blanket. Is that how you treat foreign citizens visiting the United States now? Is that how you treat them? Since Donald Trump has become the IQ-47 President of the United States. The man who has a trail of Cheeto dust-covered lies. That he does. And there are all his little pipers, little mice, his little children behind him, suckling onto his chocolate starfish. If you know what I mean. Yes, they're all out there, suckling. Well, unfortunately for you, if you're travelling to the United States, you don't know when you're going through customs whether or not you're going to be dragged to one side, put in a little room, and then dragged off to the immigration centre to be deported, without any explanation of why. This German man here, this geezer, there we are, there he is, okay, him, German man with a green card was violently interrogated by US border officials. Now, oh dear, so Berlin is investigating whether the US immigration policy has changed. Oh, she investigated, bomb the buggers thing now. Just what we're going to do. The United States is a rogue nation. How dare they? The thing is, you see, foreign countries have no control whatsoever what goes on in immigration. Even the embassy can't do a lot. They can see who's there and what have you, but that's about it. And if, for instance, the immigration is not abiding, is not being very helpful, well then, you've got a bit of an issue. And also, it can take a long time to get anywhere. Meantime, these people are in solitary and being hosed down, and, whatever they're doing to them. So Fabian Schmidt, 34 years of age, is being held at a detention centre in Rhode Island after attempting to return to his home in New Hampshire after a trip to Luxembourg. His mother, Astrid Senior, told the Boston-headquartered public broadcaster WGBH News that her son had been violently interrogated at Boston's Logan Airport for hours, stripped naked and put in a cold shower by two officials. A German government spokesperson told Euronews that it was aware of the case and those of the two other German citizens, as what I told about the other day, who were detained when attempting to enter the United States, they have now been returned. But they were 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Now, two of these cases have been resolved. And Mr. Senior told the US broadcaster that immigration agents had put pressure on his son to give up his green card. What? To give up his green card, and he had been placed on a mat in a bright room at the airport with little food or water, and denied access to his medication for anxiety and depression. Now, Schmidt, an electrical engineer, had been returning to the United States on the 7th of March, and his mother did not hear from him until the 11th of March, when he was transferred to hospital after collapsing. This isn't the first time this has happened. the other Germans, one of them had had a panic attack and had to be drugged to calm her down. This is just horrendous. I used to defend the United States and say, well, they're not all like that. You know, oh, Americans are crazy. All those Americans over there, Americans, they're crazy, they are, they're mad. I said, no, they're not all of them. You know, you got a few, haven't you, obviously. We've got enough of our own mad people. I begin to wonder. Prove to me that you're not stark raving bonkers, all right? This is not acceptable. I know you're not, you know what I mean? But just crikey. The US Customs and Border Protection Service told the US media that the claims were blatantly false. Well, they would say that, wouldn't they? They'd probably say exactly the same about the other foreign citizens who were also detained and treated in a similar way. This is madness. This could create such problems for diplomatic relations between countries. This isn't going to end well. It's not going to bode well, is it? It really isn't. When you start doing, when you do this sort of thing to youngsters and what have you, and, or even, 34 he was, or is, and, it's going to leave a nasty taste in his mouth, and he's going to spread that his story far and wide, isn't he? He's also probably going to get some TV coverage at some point, get interviewed. I just find this so ridiculously stupid, and it's thrown the United States, into the Industrial Revolution era, and everyone with all the serfs and that, just working in these old factories and breaking rocks or something like that. Are you embarrassed about this? Because you should be. Please leave it in the comments down below. And I do read the comments, but you probably already know. I can't always reply because obviously I do get quite a few comments, but I do read them. And if you want to support the channel, because I couldn't do it without your support, there's the Patreon, or you buy us a coffee, and there's links for that down below. There's also super thanks down there as well if you want to do that. But it's shocking, isn't it? I used to have a lot of respect for the United States, and now it's just like, yeah. No wonder France wants the Statue of Liberty back. Where's the liberty in the United States now? Toodaloo.